Good day, and you're welcome to another episode of On Cue. Now, On Cue today, listen, let me just warn you, okay? Get ready to laugh. I mean, I've had my fair share already. I've laughed a bit already. But yes, we have Nigerian comedian and skit maker right here with us. He's called Romeo. Now, in his skits, he's called Aboli. Aboli. I'm getting that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't want to butcher it at all. Because I was saying Aboli, like just the typical Ghanaian way, but he has his way of pronouncing it, and that is Aboli. So you're welcome.
Yes, sir.
To Ghana for the second time, you were saying. Yeah. So for the first time that you were in Ghana, what were you in Ghana to do?
I was in Ghana for a wedding.
Okay.
Yeah, I came to MC a wedding, and then it was just stand-up comedy all through. So but I came in as the MC.
Okay.
Yeah, the groom actually saw me somewhere performing and said, "Yo, bro, you know what? You have to be at my wedding."
Is he Nigerian?
The groom is Nigerian. The bride is Ghanaian.
Right, because I'm like, it does happen, but coming all the way just for that. So you MC as well?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so an MC,
stand-up comedian, an actor,
skit maker, an actor.
Oh, a businessman.
A businessman as well, which is really important. I mean, the business of entertainment is actually serious business, so it's really important. So let's start with your stand-up comedy, right? Which is what you started
that's what
with.
I started with.
Yeah, that's what you started with. How has that been going so far? I mean, over the years, we've seen a lot of comedians also join that squad of stand-up comedians and taking it as a serious business. So how has that been for you?
It's been going on fine. It's been going on fine because I think basically it's inside you get. So the jokes you have to be the joke. So yeah, my jokes are on me.
Literally, jokes on you.
Yeah,
okay.
So you have to be a joker basically to be, because there are two different ways to it, right? Content creation is totally different from stand-up comedy because there are things that you might shoot and they seem funny, but you say them on stage and you would not be funny.
Right.
But there are contents that you say on stage as a stand-up comedy joke, right? And you shoot them, they still come out funny. You get, so there are two, you just have to have that gift.
So how do you find that balance between skit making and then stand-up comedy so that you're able to keep your audience's attention glued to what it is at that particular moment? So if it's stand-up comedy, they know what they are in for. If it's skit making, they know what they are in for.
So yeah, I think I can understand acted comedy, acted humor, right? So acted humor would not be spoken and people would laugh over it, most of them, right? But it's like acting a skit and you see in the end somebody will hit somebody or slap somebody and you laugh. But imagine I'm telling you a joke and I say, then in the end the father slapped the son. Yeah. You just look at me like this guy is dry. So I think I had to find a balance, and then stand-up comedy is basically it has to be in you.
Right.
Yeah, it has to be in you, basically.
Right.
So
now, you've mentioned this twice at this point, it being in you being the joke, and the joke being on you, right? Yeah. At which point in your life did you realize that you were born for this or created for this?
I think it was when the first nurse carried me from my mom.
You made her laugh, huh?
Yeah, she was pretty.
Oh, I
see. Yeah, so I think mine came out of a space of boredom at some point and loneliness. You get me? Yeah, because I was basically always alone to myself.
Right.
You get, so I make myself laugh. I gist with myself. So at some point it was getting weird, and then not until it came out as comedy. Like the character Aboli, that's like an alter ego.
Okay.
You get, that's like an alter ego. So that's what I do. I used to do when I'm alone in front of the mirror.
Okay.
So I just wordplay and then I had to just test run one and boom, it came out and I'm like, okay, you get, so that's how it came out.
Right. That's really interesting to me because then it takes some guts, right? You know that sometimes you think you are funny. To yourself, you are the funniest person on earth.
And to your family,
right? Exactly. And then you start doing it on a larger scale and people are like, it's just like funny. Sometimes singing, right? If you sing to yourself, your voice is the nicest to yourself.
In the bathroom especially.
Thank you. You understand it. And then you move out into like a bigger space and then it's not what it is, right? So what was that motivation for you to even start in the first place, to get over that, shyness, if there is, to say that, okay, I am ready. The time is right for me to bring this alter ego out?
Okay, I think to myself, yeah, like we said, when you're in the bathroom, your voice will sound nice, right? And when you come out, it doesn't sound nice. So, but to me, my own voice was nice, and I came out, and it was still nice.
Nice.
You get, yeah. But the thing is, I actually had to beat stage fright first off on stand-up comedy when the person I worked under somebody at first. I was following him for events and all that. So he told me my first performance. He said, "Yo, you know what? Don't look in the people's eyes.
Right.
Look above their head. Just look at their hairdo and crack your joke. To them, you're looking at them, but you don't look at them. If not, you'll be shy." So that's how I killed my first stage fright. And then ever since, I've just been myself.
Which, you know, that trick is actually a good trick that people use, even with actors in the theater, right? It's really easy. I think it's an easy
it's an easy trick, They look above the head, you could see bar heads, afros, and just keep it to yourself. Easy.
It's all in your head.
Yes, sir.
Well, but anyway, let's talk about your content, right? And being the trendsetter that you are. Guys, if you remember, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. He's here. He's here. He's not leaving us anytime soon because we're not yet done with the conversation. But let's talk about trend setting, right? As a content creator and as who you are as a comedian, right? How have you been able to identify what is going to work, especially when it comes to social media, to pinpoint and say, okay, I think this will blow or I think this will not blow? And if so, have you even been able to identify it, or are you just creating and hoping it goes?
At some point, I got used to identifying it. But truth is, I think, first off, consistency keeps it going. There's some content that I shoot, and then after editing, because I edit most of my content myself. Yeah.
Still?
So, still.
Okay.
Most of them. Because I like to be in the process of it. Yeah. So now, most of my content, if after shooting them, sometimes after editing, to me, it's not funny. Probably because I went through the process of oiling it and all that. But to me, it doesn't seem funny. And then I show to the next person and they're laughing and I'm like, okay, this is. And then the next thing I try it. And then there's some content I'll shoot. And then to me, I'm like, okay, this is dope. And I show somebody by me and they say, nah, this is not really.
It's not working.
Yeah, but I'll still go ahead to challenge myself and I'll post it up. And then the next thing, boom, it's nice. You get. So I think different people to different taste. But that's why consistency is key to me, you get. So I just keep putting it out there and then dropping and coming and dropping, you get. But I have to scrutinize it first.
With the list of trends that you have said, which one do you think did it for you and everybody at the same time? I'm asking this because you said that sometimes it works for you, but it doesn't work for everybody else.
Yeah, I think the wordplay one, where in the end I say wisdom, right? So, but the wordplay ones did it. Like there was this one I did about musicians, Don Jazzy, Fino, and all that. Yeah, it went on high, and then with the Nigerian currency too, the headsman, two heads are better than one. Yeah, that went viral. So wordplay is basically.
I think it also has to do with relatability. When people are
when they could relate to it.
Yeah, that works as well. So let's bring it to TikTok. I mean, creating content. Now we can't even leave TikTok out of the conversation. Your first account was blocked.
My TikTok account.
Yeah.
No, first one. Yeah, I think I drew. No, it was my Twitter that was blocked.
It was Twitter rather, not TikTok.
Not TikTok, but my TikTok one is.
Right. Your TikTok one, you still have the same
Still have
one.
the same TikTok.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So now creating content on TikTok. Let's look at that for you. How has that also helped you, right? Because you know that TikTok opens you up to a different. Exactly. It's diverse. It's different. It's people you probably wouldn't have reached if you were not on the platform, right? But now a lot more eyes are seeing your content. So how has that worked for you?
I think it's been going fine because TikTok most times once you set a trend, people follow and then it goes in. You get. So I had to start shooting a long content. Probably I shoot the content for like 3 minutes, right? And then the 3 minutes is funny. Then I'll now break it into probably 15 seconds each of each funny part and then drop on TikTok. And the next thing you see people picking it up. You get that's a different world altogether. TikTok with the dancing and everything is a different world. It is totally different world. Yeah.
Do you have some favorite TikTokers you've worked with so far, or even comedians and skit makers? Because I think Nigeria has a really buoyant skit making industry, if I should put it that way, or even comedy, right? Do you have some favorites in there?
Yeah, I have for content creators or stand-up comedians.
Content creators and stand-up comedians.
Yeah, for content creators, yeah, I have some favorites. I have my brother, Mr. Funny, Brain Jota. You get those are like my G's. So most
Brain Jota he's.
Is it?
I no, he's so funny.
Yeah,
too funny.
So we have that. Then, but for stand-up comedy, the likes of Basketmouth, yeah. So I look up so much to Basketmouth, is it because he has influenced me, even personally. You get so yeah, we still look up to him.
You do? Do you have a personal relationship with Basketmouth? Because I see how you just been talking about him.
Yeah, it's like.
And how far does that relationship go?
It goes a really long way. I could call myself his boy.
Right.
Is it? Yeah. So I'm like, he's like my boss. You get. So I'm on most of his content platforms too, Papa Benji and all that. Yeah, we're a whole lot of us in his lineage.
Right.
You get me? Yeah.
Right. But with your performances, right? Do you have cold feet? Seeing that this almost comes to you naturally before you get on stage to perform. Is there anything of the sort?
Yeah, definitely. Everybody has that. Everybody has that first before stage step anxiety. Yeah, you might be backstage and you're all vibing, but once it's time, you know, yo, bro, you're coming up next. That thing will be like gang, gang, gang in your head. You get me? Yeah. So, but everybody has that first step anxiety to get on stage. You get, but once you're on stage, as soon as you step on, then it's done.
It's showtime.
Yeah, because you know you're already here, man. Let's kill this thing.
Let's nail it and let's go.
Yes,
you have this accent thing that you do, the accent switch thing.
Oh.
I want to, please, I want to hear that before I let you go. I just want to hear that.
Which of them?
The one
the one I talk on the Skit.
Yeah, you do it, and then I think Brother Shaggy also does that as well. Bisola does that as well.
Okay.
And Falls the bad guy does. There's just this switch. It's just
that egg roll, we don't get egg now, puff. Now for you.
Please do it. Let's go.
Okay. You know, in this life, the best way to appreciate God is the fact that He gave us bread. You understand? Because almost everything, you're a Christian, yeah?
Yes, I am.
Almost everything about God, bread they follow. He is the living bread. He is the bread of
life.
When he's eating with his friends, they break
bread.
He fed 5,000 people with fish and
bread.
What do you call him? Father Lord, give us this day our
daily bread.
But man shall not live by
bread alone.
Now for you.
Okay, well, okay, that's great. But with these accent switches, right? Is it difficult for you? Do you ever catch yourself when you don't have to be doing the accents and then you're doing it?
No, basically, but me talking with you like this now, that's me.
Right.
My person, you get. But Aboli and the other characters are the alter egos. They're the money part of the whole thing. You get me?
Yeah. I mean, that's what brings the money. So can you enter Aboli for us? Get into that a bit for us.
Aboli now I just do for you. No. They want me.
No, but this is different. No, this one is different.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
No, it's the same thing. Maybe I just did thirsty. Understand?
Thirsty for what?
Water.
Okay, so we are going to give him some water, but yes, thank you so much for coming, Romeo.
Thank you, I appreciate
all the best with Single and Stranded. I know that people are going to have a show because then you have a long list of people that are going to be on there, just entertaining the crowd that night. So yes, best of luck, and I know that you're not going to be disappointed. They're going to show up and out.
And you're coming for the show.
Fingers crossed. I'll come by.
And you're Single and Stranded. Oh.
Another attack. See, you guys. Okay, but anyway, I take it all in good faith. At the right time, God's time is the best.
Yes,
so yeah.
But God's time is now.
God's time is now. I hear you on that one. Now, the time that it is now is for us to wrap up on cue. My name is Lerny Lomotey. My guest was Romeo.